And a very good morning from Chessingtons World of Adventures. Hey, you're watching Adventure Planet, where today I am back here for the first time in 2025 to get on some of my very favorite rides. You know what, it's only been a couple of months since I was last here, but I've really missed the atmosphere of this park. Officially it opened yesterday, so this is kind of the first opening weekend, if you like, really, and the atmosphere around here is absolutely buzzing. We're going to head into the park today, check out all those changes for 2025, get back on some of my favorite rides, check out any new merch that may have been released, and just have an absolutely fantastic time. And if you want to come down to Chessington and check it all out for yourself, prices start in advance online from £29. It's £9 to park your car here, and park hours today 10 a.m. through until 5 o'clock, which is an hour shorter than this time last year where it was open until 6. But you know what, it's only an hour. I'm going to make the most of it anyway. It's a beautiful day for it. Pretty much blue skies, nice and warm, 15 degrees, and staying dry today. Let's head on into the park and check out all those changes. And here we go then, just on the other side of those entrance turnstiles with Dragon's Fury looming in the foreground. Oh, it really is great to be back. I'll tell you what, it really is warm. Feels like temps of 17 degrees at the moment, which is great. Wish I hadn't worn my coat now. I was just about to say the Dragon's Fury was on a 30-minute wait time, but it has just switched to temporary delays. Hopefully they'll get that sorted real soon. 2004 Maura spinning coaster. Yeah, it does get very busy, this ride, due to its close proximation to the Explorer's entrance. But where's Frazzle? Oh, he's still hibernating. He's had all closed season. He's still asleep. Oh, hopefully we see him soon. Come on, Frazzle, wakey wakey. While we're down here though, I think we do need to talk about a couple of closed areas across the park for this season, or in the case of Wild Asia, this season and next season actually. As you can see, we've got some signage here, something coming in 2027. Of course, that is highly rumored to be the new Minecraft land. My concern is for this area though, is that have they closed this too early? I hope not. I hope we do see work start on this very, very soon. Of course, there's a number of attractions in this area that we're going to lose over the next couple of seasons. Of course, in here you've got Cobra, you've got Monkey Swinger, Tuk Tuk Turmoil, the Jungle Bus, Temple of Mayhem. There's a lot of attractions in here. And yeah, they've closed off the entire area. And if we just have a quick peek over the fence here, can't see anything happening, although it does look as though Monkey Swinger has gone. It'd be interesting to know what they do with that actually, if they sell it on to a different park or whether Merlin will keep it for one of their parks. If it's the case of the latter, then of course Alton Towers would be the favoured destination for that. There's so much space in that park at the moment. They're desperate for a flat ride. It would be perfect in the world of David Walliams actually. If it fits next to where Fabio's Fabulous Fandango was, that would be a perfect addition to that area of Alton Towers. But yeah, really excited actually to see work starting in this area. Of course, like I say, it's rumored to be a Minecraft land. We're going to have a new major indoor coaster in this area, an indoor dark ride as well, possibly just a flat ride, something like a carousel perhaps, more than a dark ride. Cobra is going to be remaining, obviously rethemed and slightly moved. We've got obviously new F&B retail units, shops, themed elements and structures and play areas and toilet facilities as well, which is very handy, seeing as at the moment this area does lack those. You actually have to come out of here and go to the ones over near Dragon's Fury. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see work starting in this area. Like I say, I just hope they haven't closed this area too soon, because it is a lot of attractions to lose. I'd like to see work starting very, very soon on this. But yeah, who remembers when this area used to be Beano Land? Became Wild Asia. In 2010, they brought in Cobra, the Zamperla Disco, and it was all re-themed. And I actually really did like this area. It was a well-themed area, so it'd be sad to see it go. But of course, Minecraft, yeah, that'll be a very interesting new area to see. But yeah, there we are, fully closed area. So that is worth bearing in mind if you are coming down to Chessington this season, as that could reflect in the queue times across the park. We'll see what they're like today. Of course, we have also lost Mexicana, but that was a much smaller area and there wasn't really much in Mexicana anyway, seeing as Scorpion Express had been closed for quite some time now. I think my first area of the park today, it's got to be World of Jumanji, hasn't it? Get my first rides on Mandrill for 2025. The world's first Jumanji roller coaster. Yeah, we're going to ride on Dragon's Fury a little bit later on as well. Really well themed Mara spinner, that. Hey. Oh, it's great to hear that soundtrack again. Now we'll see how the flat rides are doing in here as well. Of course, both manufactured by SPF Visa, so not the best when it comes to reliability. Here we are, the world of Jumanji. Oh, the Jaguar statue is great, isn't it? Of course, you've got Ostrich Stampede just off to the right as well. Just a 10-minute wait for that one. And this is great, isn't it? All this landscaping, all the bushes and trees really are growing up now. It's such an immersive area, this. I love it. There's Ostrich. I always find that's got like quite a dark and creepy soundtrack. Pretty ominous, that one. I don't know if I'm the only person that thinks that, but yeah. Certainly sounds like it. And here she comes. Yay! B&M multi-launch shuttle wing coaster. There's a mouthful for you. Oh, looks great. Quite a big queue for Mandrill. Of course, we do have a single rider for that now. 45-minute wait in the main queue. Hey, yeah, I'll join single rider for this. We'll see how long we're waiting. Mandrill Mayhem, let's get on. First rides of 25. Ah, and all the theming of the station was so well done for this ride, wasn't it? Yeah, this is not going to be too long of a wait at all. Pretty much down at the batching area now. I reckon 10 minutes tops. Fantastic. And waited just 10 minutes in the single rider queue. Hooray! And we're on row number 2. I've just had my first rides on Mandrill Mayhem for 2025, and you know what? As far as Mandrill goes, row 2, that was quite a comfortable ride. Usually it's really bouncy, certainly has been for the past couple of seasons, a little bit of a jolt to it, but yeah, that was riding surprisingly smooth. So yeah, that was a surprise, but what was also a surprise was the operations on there. Yeah, really not that great at the moment. We're looking at 4 to 5 minute dispatches. I'm not quite sure why it's so slow. Usually Mandrill Mayhem, the operations are absolutely fantastic, and it's what I've said in past vlogs, that the rest of the park needs to be like the operations here for Mandrill. But yeah, hopefully not today, as it's really been quite slow. But like I say, 10 minutes in single ride line, that wasn't too bad at all, and it is a great ride. Love the launch through the station, into that inversion, and then winding up that upward helix around the Jaguar statue. It is great. And then taking the inversion backwards as well. The theming on the station in the queue line is all really well done. I think it's a fantastic ride, really do enjoy it, and it was great to get back on it again for the first time this year. And to accompany Mandrill Mayhem then in the area, we've also got the 2 flat rides. Ostrich Stampede, which we saw earlier, which is an SPF super jumper. And we've also got Mamba Strike, which is an SPF top dancer. basically a mini Miami. And although in terms of the ride experience, it's really not much to talk about, it's the theming of this ride which really does set it off. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. You've got the big snake up here, you've got the little snakes on the top of the fencing going around here. And also the ops cabin as well. It looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? The little lamps up the top. This doorway looks great. And then the entrance portal as well with all the theming around. Yeah, it really does look great around here. All the barrels and the pots. World of Jumanji really is an absolutely fantastic area, and both of the flat rides on just a 10-minute wait, which is not too bad at all. And as far as I've seen, we've had no downtime either. Ostrich Stampede looks like it's getting ready for a dispatch. So yeah, apart from those slow operations on Mandrill, it's been pretty good here in the World of Jumanji today. And queue times across the park, not too bad at all. Largest at the moment is Vampire, which is on 45 minutes. We'll head over there a little bit later on. Ostrich Stampede. Hey. And a little bit of off-ride footage there then of Ostrich Stampede as Mandrill Mayhem spins over the area. And now, of course, Alton Towers now has Toxicator on the former side of Ripsaw. But who remembers the old ride ops cabin for Ripsaw? Yeah, it's right here. There we are, the big truck. And the Ostrich Stampede signage here. 25 minutes wait for Ostrich. That's still not too bad, is it? This has actually changed a little bit since this area initially opened. Used to sell all the turkey legs in here for like £14. It's now a donut and coffee unit. So yeah, there you go. If you want your Costa coffee or your donuts, you can get them from in there now. £7.50 for your donut though, so still quite expensive. As we head back out of the World of Jumanji, I'm going to head back over to Dragon's Fury now. See if that queue time has dropped down a little bit. It's now almost the afternoon, so we'll go take a look. Absolutely love World of Jumanji. Yeah, surprising about the operations on Mandrill. They still haven't sped up on leaving the area, but yeah, maybe there's some staff training going on. Teething issues at the start of the season, who knows? So we head on over to Dragon's Fury. Now what I really would like to see here on Dragon's Fury is a single rider line added. Of course, we've seen that added now over at Alton Towers on Spinball Whizzer. It'd be great to see it here in Dragon's Fury as well. 70 minutes. Oh, yeah, I think I'll be giving that one a swerve. Yeah, we'll come back to that a little bit later. It's a great ride. I'm not going to wait 70 minutes. Yeah, like I say, single rider on that would be fantastic. Hey! And as that classic noise of Dragon's Fury towers overhead, I thought I'd cut through the land of the dragons here. I made my way over to Shipwreck Coast. Yeah, always a nice area this. Nice and colourful. Quite well detailed. Of course, an area for the children there. You've got the Dragon's Playhouse just off to the left. You got the little sea dragons on the right here as well. Little spinning flat ride for the kids. And of course, you've got all the climbing apparatus around here as well. You've got Griffin's Galleon. One of two rocking tugs here in the park. Yeah, it's all really nicely detailed around here. Love the dragon on the top of the toadstool. That was my little lookout back in the days when the World of Jumanji was getting constructed. Yeah, I used to get some good views from up there. And of course, Dragon's Fury kind of winds around this area which really does make the ride. It's what gives it a much better theming than its equivalent at Alton Towers, you know. There's Griffin's Galleon, rocking tug. And Dragon's Fury, taking a little airtime hill there. Ah, no water fountains on today. Yay! There he is, my little buddy the dragon. Yeah. I think he's great. Dragon's Fury. And I do love this area of the park. Just as you come away from Griffin's Galleon, you enter onto this pathway. You've got tiny truckers here on the left, and Elmer's Flying Jumbos just off to the right there. But tiny truckers always does look really nice, doesn't it? Looking nice and fresh for 2025, all the bits of theming around. Great little track ride, this. It looks great, doesn't it? Really nice and colourful and vibrant. Love the little trucks as well. Hey. Yeah, it does look great. And of course, you've got Dragon's Fury that kind of goes across the top there as well. Oh, the queue line was all refurbished not so long ago. It does look fantastic. Ah, absolutely wonderful on days like today. And then, like I say, Elmer's Flying Jumbos. Hey. Another nice little spinning flat ride for the kids. I get on there myself. And I've made my way down then to Shipwreck Coast, one of my favourite themed areas of the park, actually. I think it looks absolutely glorious. Oh, it's fantastic walking back in here for 2025. Got that soundtrack playing, Dragon's Fury just off to the left, here she comes. Hey! Home to 4 attractions in this area then. Barrel Bailout just off to the left. And you know what, it's not a bad day for it today. We've even got the cannons working on the top here. Don't want to get too close. Just a 5-minute wait for Barrel Bailout. Not too bad at all. And of course, you've also got the Blue Barnacle down here as well, swing ship. Who remembers Black Buccaneer? Oh, I do miss Black Buccaneer. Left the park in 2019, that, and was replaced by Blue Barnacle. Yeah, it wasn't a retheme. Black Buccaneer was actually removed. They had a number of problems with that ride. It ran aground a number of times, if I can remember rightly. So they brought in a brand new ride, Blue Barnacle. And it looks the part here as well. And again, love all the theming around here, the cannons, the parrots. But no sign of the goats again, though. Yeah, I didn't see them towards the end of last season either. I'm not sure if they've been removed for now, like, you know, just temporarily perhaps. But yeah, no sign of any goats. I haven't heard anything whether they've, you know, actually been removed from the area, but yeah, it was an interesting addition. I used to enjoy seeing them when I was queuing for the ride. Looks to be about maybe a 15-minute wait for Blue Barnacle. Oh, and the theming around this area really is exquisite. I love it. All of this up on the walls. I think it looks great. And here's the second rockin' tug attraction at the park, Trawler Trouble. Of course, came from Thorpe Park, that. Again, really well themed. And if you're feeling peckish, you do have Captain's Fish and Chips just off to the right as well. It's all about the Easter eggs in this area as well, isn't it? You got this Ramesses Revenge here.
I need to go get your bucket.
Who misses Ramesses Revenge? The old Huss top spin that they used to have. Fantastic ride that was. Really, really popular as well. Even when it was removed, it was still pulling in the crowds. I do wish that had stayed, to be honest. Miss Bubbleworks Wash House up there. And right in front of us, we've got Sea Storm, currently on a 25-minute wait. Now this ride is actually celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. So yeah, you might get a ride on this.
So you want to go on this one?
Always like to get a ride on anything that's celebrating an anniversary. And this is a great little flat ride. Yeah, we'll come back and get a go on that. Got the big mast here as well. Got some arcade games like your hook-a-duck and your basketball. Shipwreck Coast. Superb. Just waited 20 minutes for an absolutely fantastic ride on Seastorm. Like I say, celebrating its 30th anniversary here at Chessingtons World of Adventures, manufactured by Mack Rides, and it is fantastic. I like it, it's well themed, and yeah, you got that whole soundtrack of Shipwreck Coast playing as well, which really kind of makes it. Gonna head out of Shipwreck Coast now, then into Adventure Point. We're gonna head on over to the gift shop and just see if there's any new merchandise for 2025. Let's go take a look. And here we are in the gift shop then, just checking out, see if there's any new wearables around here. And I think most of the stuff we have actually seen over the past couple of seasons. I'm not too sure about this though. This looks like it could be new. Quite like that. The blue and white embroidered Chessington logo on there. That looks really nice actually. Nothing on the back, but yeah, I actually quite like that. Got your pockets in the front there. That is priced at £50. You've also got some of the retro stuff here. I do like this. I survived the runaway mine train. Look at that. Wow, who remembers that? That's fantastic. That's priced at £25. Nice throwback now that. Got Dragon's Fury down here. I'm not sure if I saw this last season either. That's quite nice. Black with the orange embroidered text there. Yeah, I do like that. And then you got that logo on the back. That's actually pretty fancy. £25 that one. That actually might be worth a purchase. Do like that. You've got the dragon's tail coming around here and all nicely embroidered. Very nice. And you've got your usual cups and your resins here. Nothing new leaping out at the moment. You've got the mugs. Oh, we might have a few new mugs here. You've got Mandrill Mayhem. That's quite nice. That's not bad at all. Priced at £12. Nice and embossed that as well. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, that might be worth a purchase as well. World of Jumanji on the inside. Very nice. Of course, we had these before, the World of Jumanji mugs with the big snake, but yeah, specific to Mandrill. We've not seen that. Dragon's Fury mug there. I think this is new as well. There we go. Misadventures of Wilf. I think that's new. I like the handle. That's pretty cool. And that looks like it's priced at £6 on sale, that one. Can't remember seeing that one last season. Yeah, I do like the Mandrill mug though, £12. Might pick that one up as well. And you just got a nice selection of magnets here for £6.49. Most of these we did see last season as well. However, if you do pick up only one of these magnets, it's got to be this one, hasn't it?
Here as well.
Professor Burp's Bubbleworks, absolutely fantastic. Got a few vampire ones here as well. Then you got all the key rings along the bottom as well, priced at £4. And that's about it in the gift shop for 2025. Let's head on over to Wildwoods. And that was just a quick look around at the gift shop there. And yeah, not too much in the way of new merch for 2025, but what they did have was actually really, really good. I picked myself up a Mandrill Mayhem mug and one of those Professor Burp's Bubbleworks fridge magnets. You can't go wrong with a bit of Professor Burp's, can you? I really do miss that ride still. But yeah, we will be heading on over to Wildwoods. Just thought to take a quick look around Adventure Point. Looking nice and fresh. Of course, we've got the Adventure Tree Carousel. Yeah, all this theming on the floor is really nice as well. I'll tell you what, I was actually expecting, or semi-expecting, the atmosphere to not quite be as buzzing here at the park today, because of course we have got those two closed areas, and obviously due to the cutbacks at Merlin, there are no shows on at the park outside of the events that Chessington will be holding later on in the year. There's actually no entertainment, no shows or anything like that, but I'll tell you what, it's been a great day. Met lots of fans of the channel and staff around the park as well, stopping to chat to. It really has been fantastic. And it is feeling quite busy. There's a nice happy atmosphere around, and that's what you want, isn't it? So close to opening day. It's a stark contrast to what we had at Alton Towers last weekend. Do check that vlog out if you've not already seen it. Love this multicolored castle as well. We'll head on through and talk about the Mexicana area a little bit later on. But like I say, I do want to head down to Wildwoods first, get my rides in on the Gruffalo and Vampire. Of course, you've got adventure games there as well. Who remembers the old Skyway that used to go across here? Oh, I know it's so long ago that that was taken down now, but I remember it like it was yesterday. Used to love riding that. There's the Adventure Tree Carousel. Had a 15 to 20 minute wait on there, I'd say. Oh, the water jets working at the top. Ah, it looks great. Do love Adventure Point. And it is even better when, you know, during those events, they do have the stage set up here and you've got all the shows around. Fantastic. Smokehouse Barbecue and Bar. I bought my my cheese and ham salt and pepper rolls again today though. It's just getting too expensive now, food at theme parks. Much better off bringing your own lunch. Saves so much money. And of course you've got the sweet shop and Ben & Jerry's here as well. All right, let's head on over into Wildwoods and get my 2025 rides on the Gruffalo and of course Vampire. We have arrived in Wildwoods and both rides in this area celebrating their 35th anniversary this year. Of course, you've got Vampire that we've just seen swoop across the area and the Gruffalo River Ride Adventure, which is currently on a 25-minute wait. That's not too bad for Gruffalo. Waited a lot longer than that in the past. And Wildwoods looking pretty fresh. I will say though, this building here definitely needs a little bit of TLC now, doesn't it? It's starting to look a little bit grubby. Could do with a nice repaint. But the Gruffalo River Ride Adventure, yeah, 25 minutes, I don't mind waiting for that. Let's go and see the Gruffalo. Or is there no such thing? I'm not too sure. 25 minutes advertised and 25 minutes later, we are just about to get in our tub. Pretty accurate queue times, which is good to see. Oh, it's great to be back on the Gruffalo. All the smells, the sounds. Hey, getting eaten by this stuff. All right, let's take a seat and go see the Gruffalo. And here we go then, first ride of 2025 on the Gruffalo. Hey. Oh, I've missed this. And it's one of the few rides here at Chessington where you can actually film. There's Mousy. Hey. Oh, the smells. Oh, it's on top form today. Smelling really good.
Silly old fox. Doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo?
No such thing. There we are.
Silly old fox. Doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo?
Now, of course, as I said earlier in the vlog, this ride is celebrating its 35th anniversary. And I say the ride system is 35 years old. Of course, the Gruffalo has only been here since 2017. There he is. Yeah, of course, before the Gruffalo, we had Professor Burp's Bubble Works, which was an absolutely fantastic dark ride here. Oh, I loved it. And who knows, will it make a return at some point? Who knows what this will become when the Gruffalo's license expires? I mean, this is its 9th year now. Does it just have a 10-year license? Will we see something else in 26, 27? Will they bring back the bubble works? Who knows? I really hope so. Oh, that'll be great. It's still a great ride, this, though. I do enjoy it. Oh, I think I can hear a Gruffalo, viewers. Where is he? Hey! There he is. I knew he was in here somewhere.
Just walk behind me, and soon you'll see everyone is afraid of me. All right.
And here we go then, for the finale of the ride. Into the fountains. Time to smile, viewers. Here we go. Hey! Oh, it's so nice and refreshing. Beautiful. Who remembers in Bubble Works when all the water used to gush down into here as well? That was great. Hey, you got a good spin on today. Oh, magical.
Gruffalo crumble.
Gruffalo crumble. There we are. Good to see you again for 2025, Mousy. And there's some on-ride footage there then of the Gruffalo's River Ride adventure. Yeah, I've just tried to go into Vampire's Burger Kitchen and apparently it's all closed. Yeah, the doors are all locked. Not quite sure what's going on there. I was just going to go and have a quick look. Who remembers when they used to have a huge animatronic in there that used to come out from the floor playing the piano just on the left side? There used to be kind of a big stage in there. You can still kind of make it out where it used to be, but yeah, that was removed a long time ago. Gruffalo Bites just off to the left as we head down towards Vampire, currently advertised on a 70-minute wait. However, it is its 35th anniversary, so you can't turn it down. Got to get a ride on this today. Hey! And there we are, Vampire signage. And of course, Blood Falls. Still looking nice and red. Hey! And here we go then, it is a 70-minute wait. I am going to head on though. Wouldn't usually wait 70 minutes for Vampire, but considering it's its 35th anniversary, we got to give it a ride. Of course, manufactured by Aerodynamics. The trains were replaced by Vekoma in 2002, and it's been here since 1990. And it is a great ride. Oh, we got the garlic here. Yeah, some nice bits of queue line theming around as well. including these gravestones. Advertised 70 minutes, and in 55 we're here in the station for Vampire, the very first suspended coaster here in the UK. It's an absolute classic. I love it. And I'll tell you what, the smell pods again in here are working overtime. Smells great. There he is down the back, still playing his organ. Just had my ride on Vampire then. Advertised queue time of 70 minutes, waited 60, and yeah, it is a fantastic ride, isn't it? It's an absolute classic. And as you can see from some of these clips here, they've actually got in some additional theming for the 35th anniversary, including the original Transylvania sign, which is absolutely incredible. I didn't think I would ever see that logo again, that signage. So it was great to see it in the queue line there. Yeah, like I say, waited 60 minutes. It was towards the back, row 8, and yeah, it is a fantastic ride, isn't it? Swooping through all the trees, 2 lift hills on that one. But like I say, it's been here since 1990, 35 years. Are we going to see a project on Vampire sometime soon? Maybe a retrack, maybe some more new trains again? It does need it. It is riding kind of pretty jolty these days. To be fair, it has been for the past number of years. So I would like to see something done with it. Maybe we'll see something very, very soon. We'll watch the future for that one. Maybe we're down to the lodge's entrance now. Then we're going to take a look just around this area, Burnt Stub Mansion. Then we're going to head back around and check out the changes to Yoo-Hoo Children's Zoo and the Mexicana area. See if we can see anything that's going on behind those construction walls. And although there's actually not any events happening at Chessington at the moment, which is where you would usually see this area nicely decorated, it does still look really nice down here. It's always really well maintained, the logo looking nice and fresh, the lion's still there. It is good, and it gives a good first impression of the park when obviously you're entering in through obviously the lodge's entrance from the hotels. Yeah, it really does look nice. And it's not just the rides here at the resort, you also have a variety of animals to check out as well, including the Asian short-clawed otters, which you can find just through here. And they also do have a sea life as well, which is worth doing if you haven't done so already. They're good sea lives at both Chessington and Alton Towers, definitely worth checking out. Oh, I love the soundtrack around here, it just plays all the music from all the themed areas of the park. Bit of Wild Woods and Vampire now. Ah, it's great. Yeah, do check out the sea lives if you do come down to Chessington. Definitely quite well themed, and certainly in the colder winter months it offers a little bit of respite from that cold. Burnt Stub Mansion over in the back there with room on the broom, 10-minute wait for that one. And as much as there's actually no shows here like on the main stage or anything at Chessington, you will still find that there's a lot of animal talks and animal feed as well for like the raccoons, the gorillas, the penguins. And just here outside of Burnt Stub you'll find the owl display as well, part of Animal Antics. There we are, 11 o'clock and 2:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, if you do fancy that, want to come down and see some owls, come down to Burnt Stub. And just to the right of Burnt Stub Mansion then is where you will find some more construction walls for another new land coming in 2026. And again, this is worth noting that if you are planning on coming down to Chessington this season, that you will be losing access to the Yoo-Hoo Children's Zoo and part of Mexicana. Yeah, it's all walled off as part of the new land coming for next season, which will feature a brand new roller coaster, kind of a my first roller coaster really for children. and 2 new flat rides, and also the relocation of Jungle Bus over from the Wild Asia area. That's all going to be coming into this area. This is going to be completely flattened and demolished. And a brand new land. Look at the size of these construction walls. Wow, they're not messing around. Yeah, we'll have all brand new theming, brand new buildings, F&B units, retail. No one actually knows what the IP is going to be yet. But as you can see, it's a hugely walled off area. I mean, this didn't really offer much the past couple of seasons. Obviously, this is where you found Scorpion's Express down towards the back there. That has now been fully removed for the first time since 1987. Yeah, I'm really interested to know what the new IP will be for this area. We'll have to wait until a little bit later on this season to find out. It will be a shame to lose all of these buildings. I always thought they looked quite cool. It was a really nice area. So yeah, all this is going to be completely flattened and built anew. Yeah, these construction walls stretch all the way down. So this entire area completely blocked off. Of course, this area here, which is where a rattlesnake resides, is believed to be getting untouched, but I do feel like, depending on what the IP is going to be for the new area, this may look a little bit out of place. I don't know if anything will actually be done to this, maybe rethemed, given a new name perhaps, I'm not too sure. 25 minutes for rattlesnake. That's not too bad actually, I might hop on that. But yeah, I mean, this area still does kind of feel very Mexicana, doesn't it? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if this kind of stays as a Mexicana throwback maybe. But it's very, very close obviously to this brand new land. So I feel like they will need to kind of pull this into that theme. We'll just have to wait and see what it's going to be. That's one for the future. But yeah, it will be sad to lose all these buildings. I always thought they did look pretty cool. All right, let's get a ride on Rattlesnake, 25 minutes. And just got off my ride on Rattlesnake then, advertised 25 minutes, waited just 15, really good operations on there, nice and quick, and yeah, I'll tell you what, the brakes on there, they don't get any gentler, do they? They are absolutely savage. Classic Mara Wild Mouse though, opened here back in 1998. Heading into Forbidden Kingdom now then, we'll see if we can get a ride on Croc Drop, just a 20-minute wait for that, so that doesn't sound too bad at all. And then we'll be heading on over to Zufari, as I've heard there's been some theming changes, so we'll go and take a look and just see what they are for 2025. And waited just 20 minutes for my ride on the SBF Visa Drop Tower, Croc Drop then. And yeah, you get some great views from the top of there. But I'll tell you what, I'm starting to get really tired of it not turning anymore. Day 2 of the season and it wasn't turning again, as you could probably see from the off-ride footage. I just wish it was as reliable as something like Magma at Paulton's Park. That always seems to be spinning. But yeah, Croc Drop again, not spinning at the start of the season, which is a shame. Thought I'd just come down to the main stage then and just show you this. This looks a bit sad, doesn't it? Brand new stage that went in at the start of last season, something that we were after for a long time. Looks nice and permanent with all the theming around. And we had the new show, Seatopia, was brought in, which was a lot of fun. But unfortunately, due to those Merlin cutbacks, outside of events here at Chessington, the stages aren't getting used. Not this stage. The mini stage is still used for a couple of meet and greets. But yeah, it's a shame to see this, isn't it? It's a really nice stage. It was a great show, Seatopia. But yeah, like I say, due to those cutbacks, It's just left unused here. Now the good thing is that Chessington do still have a good variety of events on this year. They have their Easter holidays event, which starts very, very soon. In July we have their summer holidays, and the classics are coming back this year again, like Halloween and Winter's Tale. So I fully suspect these stages will be used during those events. But yeah, outside of those, it's just a shame to see, really, isn't it? It's a lovely looking stage there. It's really well themed. And yeah, it's just kind of left abandoned. Yeah, it's a shame. They could have at least left the screen on in the background or something, you know, with, I don't know, the Chessington logo on or something, or, I don't know, something to reference Seatopia maybe. So yeah, it's a shame. I'm assuming that show is now finished. But yeah, hopefully we'll see this stage in use for some of their future events. And I've made my way over to the rainforest area now then, where you will find river rafts, currently on a 30-minute wait, manufactured by ABC Engineering, and has been here since 2020. Children's lock flume this one, but don't let it fool you. You do get absolutely soaked on this one. It really does come up and over the boat. So if you don't want to get wet, I would give this one a miss. Great ride though. And we're just heading on down to Zufari, right into Africa now then. Yeah, look at this, they've cut all the trees back here, got some new theming in place. 35-minute wait for Zufari. And just off to the right here, you can see some of that construction that's going on in the Mexicana area. Of course, this is actually where Scorpion Express used to stand, just through the back here. So yeah, that's all been completely removed now. Let me know in the comments actually, because there was an auction. They auctioned off a lot of the ride parts, a lot of the theming for that ride. Let me know if you managed to get hold of a piece, all the scorpions and the old signage. They even had the old Zero car up for auction at £2,500. Let me know in the comments if you managed to pick that one up. Yeah, I've been getting told by people from around the park today that we've got some new theming to see for Zufari. So yeah, we're going to head on down and take a look at that. Let's see if we can see some animals as well. 35-minute wait isn't too bad for Zufari at all. Let's go take a look. And here we are then at the right entrance. We've got some nice new signage. That looks really nice actually. The orange and the purple and green there, yeah, looks good. Now I would usually queue up and in single rider for this. There is a single rider queue available if you just head down this way. But like I say, I've been told there's some new theming around, so I figured I'd just join the main queue and see if we can see all that new theming. I'm assuming it's in this building here. Apparently there's been some changes to the cave scenes as well. So yeah, looking forward to this. Can't go wrong with a 35-minute wait either. And here we go then, some of that new theming in the Zufari queue line. It all looks really good actually. Look at this. It's good to see this space actually put to a little bit better use. Obviously this used to be just an old photo point here. The green screen's still in place, and actually the old camera is still up here as well. So yeah, it's good to see this actually used. That's something a bit more relevant really, yeah, I like that. All the kind of shelving at the back, all the pots and pans. Yeah, it's all quite nice. Just gives you something a little bit extra to look at, doesn't it, in the queue line. Here we go on Zufari. Let's see what we can see.
Remember,
hey, bumpy.
Hold on tight to hold the bags. Hold on to any cameras. You're now in an area where flamingos are sighted. I love these little birds.
They are easily identified by their pink plumage for spending time standing on one leg.
Oh.
Did you know?
Yes. Comes from a dog.
Hey, there he is.
Their long necks enable them to reach the tops of the trees for their favourite snack, leaves.
They also sleep for no more than 5 minutes at a time.
That's because they spend the day eating. The end of their tongues are also a darkish black colour due to the melanin that acts as a sort of sunscreen
Beautiful.
and prevents their tongues getting sunburn during all of that when they were hunted for skin and meat. Thankfully, numbers have now since recovered and they are now deemed as least concerned.
Chasing the ducks.
They live for up to 17 years and both males and females have horns.
Though the female's horns are slightly more slender.
Violence. And here we go, about to enter the caves. Let's see what kind of changes we can see here. Hey.
Researchers, our satellites are showing that something's obstructing the route.
Oh, we recommend that you take an alternative route for this amazing cave we've discovered. We've been taking research samples from this magical place.
Oh wow.
I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh wow, this is much better. Great to hear the new audio as well. Oh yeah, I really like that. That's really nice. Fantastic. All the lighting down here. Yeah, that looks really nice. Reminds me a little bit of Pandora. Yeah, nice little touch that. Be nice to have the waterfalls back as well. But at least it's something, you know. Yeah, it's good. And just had my ride on Zufari then, and I always really do enjoy that ride, and always makes it a lot more special when you see a lot of the animals, and a lot of them were out today. We obviously saw the giraffes, the zebras, the ostrich, the oryx, which seemed to be attacking the ducks for some reason, which I thought was hilarious. Going to make my way down into the land of the tiger now then to get my final ride of the day on Tiger Rock. Toon Blaster back there on just a 20-minute wait. However, there's only 30 minutes left of park time. So yeah, out of Toon Blaster and Tiger Rock is always going to cut it. So I'm going to head over there now, see what the queue time's like, and get my final ride in of the day, and then we'll be wrapping up today's vlog. Oh, you mother.
It stopped! It stopped! Dad, it stopped! Here it comes! Oh, let's go up to the bridge!
And it's always great to see the tigers in the land of the tigers, isn't it? And Tiger Rock currently on 45 minutes. That's not too bad. Let's head on as our last ride of the day. So unfortunately then, joined the queue for Tiger Rock, been queuing for about 20 minutes. The ride did go down, hung around for 10-15 minutes or so, but they are starting to evac riders currently on the lift hill, so it doesn't really sound very good. So unfortunately, I'm gonna come out of the queue now, and yeah, unfortunately the park's closed. It's now 5:10, so not gonna get my last rides in. Should have gone on Toon Blaster, shouldn't I really? But there we are. Gonna make my way back down towards the entrance of the park now then, and we'll be wrapping up today's vlog. After those last few shots around the park then, I thought I'd come back down to World of Jumanji to wrap up today's vlog. And you know what? It's been a great day here today. I've really enjoyed myself. Got on lots of rides actually. Done all of the main coasters apart from Dragon's Fury. Never managed to get back round to that. Queue time when I walked past earlier, 70 minutes. That is a bit much. So I skipped that one. Didn't manage to get back to that in time. But the other three we done, as well as some flat rides as well. Great to get back on Gruffalo for 2025, and we done Croc Drop as well, Sea Storm. It's been a fantastic day. Ride operations around the park have generally been really good, with the exception of Mandrill. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what was happening today. It was very slow. Possibly, like I say, some staff training going on perhaps, but otherwise operations across the rest of the park have been fantastic. Ride availability has been great. A little bit of a slip up on Tiger Rock towards the end of the day, but you know, these things happen, so yeah, willing to let that one slide. In terms of queue times, we've kind of averaged, I would say, around 30 to 35 minutes today, which, considering we've got those closures around the park, actually wasn't too bad at all. So yeah, quite impressed with that. That is worth bearing in mind though, if you are going to be coming down to visit the resort. Wild Asia is closed. There was quite a few attractions in that area that we are losing for the next 2 seasons. Mexicana and also the Yoo-Hoo Children's Zoo are closed, and that unfortunately isn't reflected in your price of admission, so do bear that in mind. But overall, like I say, for a Saturday, it's actually been really, really good today. Perfect weather. It's been absolutely brilliant to get back. Great to see the updates across the park as well, especially in Zufari. I love the little bits of extra theming they've put in there, especially in the cave scene as well. That really kind of freshens that ride up, which is great to see. And yeah, it's been absolutely brilliant. What I will say though is I am missing that last hour. Like I say, this time last year the park was open till 6. I do feel like closing at 5 o'clock on a weekend is a little bit too early. Yeah, the day kind of ran away with me a little bit towards the end there. Would have liked to have got my Tiger Rock ride in, maybe a ride on Tomb Blaster. Yeah, I think the park really needs to be open until 6 o'clock. That's what I'd like to see. Hopefully going forward into the summer months, we'll see the park open a little bit later than it is today. But that's worth bearing in mind if you are coming down to visit the resort. But on the whole though, absolutely brilliant day. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been excellent. In terms of the next vlog coming up though, well, we are going to be back at Thorpe Park. Yes, it is their opening day this coming Friday. I will be there getting on all my favorite rides again, including the absolutely awesome Hyperia. Cannot wait for that. That'll be coming up next weekend right here on Adventure Planet, but from the absolutely awesome Chessingtons World of Adventures and Mandrill Mayhem. I want to thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy riding, and I shall see you at Thorpe Park. Good night.